Ozama kwa ban famla ke Black Media. Abusia asam na jita me no kasa sisi no ensem bi aba bonte ne. Abusia anya asam ketwa kora fa judge a wotena dade lumba yele no mu case so Kumasi High Court no. Abusia ni ti a wotwam na ene se CJs wo Ghana ha se ye kase CJ ye Chief Justice a wo mo ho ene ne waba ene ne wo so sisi ene wo mo mabako ena afi judges lawyers ena Ghana ba situation for abusia ola mike ya say messages ya ban on phone so no enye message ketwa ni na ne say omo say sa court ruling na judge ya wotena asem so ye no omo ntiase ene wochena ene na de chie enti nsem wo hopa na ade a enwanwa wo mu say wo say man na CJ ena afen so lawyers ne judges no omumum ena omubuafu ewo ruling na eba ye na abusia eno nso ya asem kase pa ene hihye kona eboboba na eno na nkrofo bebele busa se sesa na tie dia na omo nso eba be file another case e dey against judge na wotena asem ne so ana se oyo mu nuanti omo be mra konkon wa ola mike akasa bebele na ne buafu pa be pese o kam nkwaji nchiremu no besisi ye abuja bebi a wo hwe me bia wo haw ne amane kodan na bia da eda wo so bia no bomode se unimi bedi nkomo yede samna nwanwaso bi aba e frene se yesika kokko na gold samna wo haw bia da eda wo so bia wo hia sa samna we se bi afi wo ye bema wo hwe me wo bema sam wo pom bema ye ketwa brabeji bula matali edro bi na wo bema enye kese watimi abo adwuma so ache ewo empem yede akwankyere bi aba abuzuan no ye hwehwe wo hyebrim a ye frene se mpelifo akwankyere ana se wo betima frene back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet ewo ho se wo se ne tibi obeku bomode so be fa numbers na egu screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe wo hyebere mu hwia na bomode se me kire wo ne obeye.
So Jomana, you can have a conversation one olankasa.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to ask him a question and then I will be there. But, well, I want to, first of all, before I ask any question, I want to say that as a married woman, watching you, the way you conduct yourself, your ability to articulate in a way that is so clear, not rude or aggressive. To be honest with you, if I was sat where you were sat, or you have been sat in numerous times, I think I would have lost composure, but you haven't. But equally, you're able to get across your argument in a very clear, convincing way. So just before I ask any questions, I just...
Or considerable amount of time, you'd never had those errors. So I think the way taking the whole process, the way she conducted the whole process, for me, I have problems with it. But the judgment there, reading it last night all over, back to back, I realized she really did not do bad with the judgment. He only used technicalities that we flawed against us. That's what happens. Meaning, some answer or question here.
I think you have in the best way, but I just needed to what I'm really interested in is, yes, I mean, if you recall, we had put the application, and not we, I feel like it's my case to be fair. So the plaintiff had put the application in, and at the same time, the plaintiff put an injunction in because of the court date. So the judge made a decision to hear the case quickly within a month. And for that reason, the judge was going to then lift the injunction that had been requested because of the case. But the reason why I think that there is a problem with the decisions that she made is that she's the one who has to effectively manage the case. So if the standard insofar as the core of the case really relies on the ordinance marriage, which she would have been aware at the time when she set the deadline in order to complete it, that this is an ordinance marriage that was done in Germany. And she would have also been aware that there is a specific process under the Evidence Act that there has to be, the plaintiff's lawyers will have to go through. Bearing in mind those key factors, my personal view is that decision making insofar as how she was going to manage the case within 4 weeks did not allow a fair and just process to be put in place.
Correct.
So that is my view on that, because there is no way, and we all know, that you would be able to authenticate a foreign marriage within that short period, because you're relying on the timetable, to times, the diaries of key people you have no influence over. So the Ghana embassy is going to have to wait, give you appointment, you have to go through. And also, if even through the case, she had realized that there is issues around approving a request that was made by the plaintiff to summon a witness from the embassy to testify on the basis of the letter. Mm-hmm. And she gave the recommendation that was not appropriate or needed, because she had, had a case similar and that had. So for me, I think I sit back and say, there has to be an issue around procedural regularities here, because the person who has the duty to manage the case effectively is the judge. The duties of both parties, which is the defendants and the plaintiff, is to the courts. And
yes,
to support
but if I should come in Kakra here, you see, in Ghana, it is never and has never been the duty of the judge to help you lay your case, argue your case, or even help you to proceed with your case. The judge always sits on the fence to listen to everybody, what everybody has to say. Most of the times, like in this instance, the judge was very much not abreast with the issues and the way they pertain in Germany in respect to documentation. She didn't know much. It already the ruling now. She indicated that none of them was aware of how German staff documentations look like. They didn't understand how a marriage certificate should look like. They didn't understand how whatever should look like. They only got to understand this because they saw pictures and videos supposed to be two people getting an ordinance marriage and signing. So in their minds, if it's two people signing, then the document should have the two people's signatures. That is to tell you that until Germany for EDIAC, and no own how it is done. Now, for a judge who probably has already preconceived how she wants the show to go, she's not going to help you to win that case. Or no better, how you want to argue your case out, go ahead, but she will make sure you go through the technicalities and how to lay those documents. So she tried to manage the case in a way as to even or equalize the platform. Because equalize the platform is to make sure both sides get to do or get to win, so that it doesn't become like, oh, when I think through her ruling, this is what I'm seeing. This woman just wanted in her mind to create peace, but she forgot that any peace biana a year when there's no justice. Peace is not enjoyable if we don't have justice to it. She wanted to create peace. She thought that if the issue is about kunasem, nasem measurement German documentation, I say now went me and Evidence Act and also which has laid out how you can lay those documents. Went me and so according to her ruling, went me and so and family lady. Then one man me easy way to kick against that part and then do what I want to do, which is to create peace. And I think that's what she did. So she, if I'm to score her, I would just score her about 55%. Like, she did what she has to do in the face of the inability of the plaintiff's lawyer being able to lay his document through the procedure that was supposed to be passed through. Pacho, what do I say? So Ghana, your legal system has got a bit of difference, kakra, and a bit of complications.
Yeah, but you've made a key point, which is what I want to bring your mind back. And you talked about make sure that you put the parties on equal footing to allow them to lay their case.
Shanize. Lawyer, but me Nanka.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Lawyer, so Ola, me pacho ede wadaroma, mami introduction kakra. Say yenu maya omwasi we ya ye fe ba ko ten na ye fe ba ko obati wa papa vim power house mini obati wa legal wives yes sisters mpenifo mienu wɔn di mu tintimai wɔn di mu tintima ntɔkwa wei no yɛ nyinaa yɛ legal wives yɛ nyinaa yɛ sisters mpanyinfoɔ mmienu ekuku dam wɔn na wɔn wɔ ahɛ ɔbaa ti wɔ ane ɔtɛn nti Joanna, are you done with your questions?
I just had no. I have one more. I want to finish the equal footing. Okay.
And me pacho. Yeah. Lawyer baako so a your friend Joe Balami. Ono so oboa ye pa. Ono na meka elia ono. Omunyenu one Jumana. Omunyenu no. Ena omoboa e wa hanu si e cheche niemu.
Okay.
Na
I'm sure.
Me do mo di e chiro. Nti yenu aba oten. Ene obati wa vim powerhouse munya abotre na yenu aba yes sister Jumana enkasa wiya then munyenu no the platform is yours na mu some questions why na money
Alexa de na otape brofunti
me review ba ko so no is ba ko so na ho no e friend na egudi papa bi pa
Alexa yo ten ono de ya otape sa brofunti just so prepare
Alexa de ono Alexa
chi Alexa
enti lawyer Joe me ma wakwa me da se abrebia no efrem a mo popo muti na no mo chi ma me da mase ye nu abema Ola Michael na wabeka ye no from UTV or the buo any ni dia maye ono so aba beka ye say your platform you see your quality your quantity your nurse but we are the best we shall have nimdiefo etitirifo na e wo hanom say ya hanom platform dey say my ama na yefe Ola edase
Yes, madam.
Shalize, go on please with your questions. Thank you.
The legal debate. So you mentioned about putting the parties on equal, and I think I'm going to use the phrase equal footing. And that is, what I'm asking is that to put, for me, equal footing is to allow both parties to present their witnesses and evidence as good as they can. And if you look at paragraph 93, 94, and I think 103 or 104 of the judgment, she alerts to Lawyer Kwesi explaining that in order to support her with her understanding of how things work and to confirm the letter from the embassy that he wanted her to help summon a representative from the embassy to do that. She was the one, and she admits it in her own judgment. She was the one that said it's not relevant because, I tried previously and it didn't come. Or it takes too long, it didn't come. Something along the line. Bearing in mind those specific admissions or, do you think that she did actually put the parties on equal footing?
Okay, so like I was explaining, you see, when a judge has already had a mind on how she wants to, manage a case, it becomes very difficult. If you lose sight of certain technicalities, it becomes very difficult for you to win her favor. But what I said, it becomes extremely difficult. Like, mind you, I said, when a judge has already had a mind set on how she wants to manage a case, if you lose sight of certain important technicalities, it becomes very difficult for her.
Wait, sorry, Ola.
Yes, ma'am.
No, only good with it and Senka will church maka ma tree in Dawson. But what's tree?
Okay, what's about
Oma tree Dawson, yeah.
Otimika now was very
Otimika, but it's all by my church in neither so tree.
It is a share paragraph 93 now, or say, let me state that the plaintiff should have attempted to certify the German marriage certificate, and by that, she could have tendered in evidence such attempt being a letter written to the Ghana embassy requesting for certification. Say, Nyodina Samabe Damino. Na ko so obo ne homodin pi said ne marriage certificate in free Germany no obefa emra kwan a ye de atoso in the evidence act we no me na me kire musa wotwi mu obefa mra kwan a ye de ato ewo evidence act na ko wa lay that in evidence. Na so when timi mpokra na ka list oma Ghana embassy ewo te say dem chire mo YouTube no oma Ghana embassy ewo Germany and certify ade na ode ba no. So I had no person say when you one with technicalities be a word to me and follow. And at 94 no see beside the lack of certification authentication, council was to bring the original certificate for the court to cite and compare, since the court was informed that there was an original certificate. Now say yedika beka me court and say certificate in the original. It's not cause a lawyer no this how original ne ba. Na ye nyina se wantimi amfa anko your friends say embassy wo Germany Ghana embassy amoma certify ma wa e ka for original ne bra na nka ye nyina ye nso ye nhwe na ye nti ase na ha na problem no no. How do you know what an original marriage certificate of the Germans look like? Obviously on one more court no both sides no nya they didn't know how it looked like. This particular 94 no and a deep problem ba ebema judge no because on zoom nim. And I will present the case. Yes, we are man the opportunity to know. Mind you, it is not the judge's what do you call it? It is not her job to help you to win your case. Her job is to listen and be convinced by what you present. However, what was brought to the court was an extract from a family book or diary, which counsel for the plaintiff admitted in open court. She doesn't even understand the difference between what was referred to as original marriage certificate and what is referred to an extract from the family book. She needed somebody to explain this to her. She needed somebody to show her the difference. Say where you win, where you win. But unfortunately, from what she's saying, when you sign chimuno and when you sign tiaseno, it's say one tia didn't say na didn't so antimi amfa process media no abo atogu. So the 93-94 no, that is what she tried to explain the lawyer.
Ola obi as it's repeating with the lawyer me pacho with them show. Almost say once the can say a lawyer no so onya obi explaining. Once a lawyer could sit beside judge and say or person ko be free German embassy ba. But the same judge in the boss I didn't to go here. Honor na say twetwe nkrofo so bebre. Na waba atu egu na de nso wonti ase. Ye de na akobo bi nkrata egu. Cause nipa na try ogo effort to say okakofo obi ama na be chirichirim. Wo si wo ehun hia. Eno nso ana wasa akogina so abo ne eme yeto ogu. Enti na judge no pese o kire say hono asa nkrofo bebre tre.
Okay, so this is it. At what point ena lawyer could see yes okofa obi ama na be chirichirim? Two, nipa na no kwakofa no or listing nipa no as a witness to the case and sign the close case nana.
Yes, what I would say to you is I remember him specifically when there was case management conference that he had 4 witnesses and the witnesses included someone from he had 9 witnesses but those who were going to testify was 4 and one of them included a representative from the embassy. And that is so he had alerted the judge for that, and then he had asked the judge for summons to summon someone to help him get the witness attend who produced the certified letter confirming the marriage still existed.
So when it's CDR, then is one of the grounds on which the appeal can be built. Because lawyer judge name watch him when the ruling he said now omonte documentation as na say me say me kofo bi to be part of my witnesses no na ni pan match in German system no mu na wan pene na ti obeka say won so won ti German system ni documentation as ya na say wo no why wadwene wo si wadwene pi ansa kra na ye sha asem na say etiri no sa no ye di we no can appeal issues no I think the appeal court judge may find reasons in that one.
Thank you. That is exactly my understanding. But somebody saying he didn't say to the judge. I'm sure that lawyer Kosi even recently confirmed that he had told the judge, and the judge had said it wasn't needed. So it's fine. So it is fine. I'll let our president of the legal wife and I will speak to you, Ola. But I'll be here listening quietly.
Ebachemate. So that's it.
Obetua. Alright. Okay. Oti obati woni onti obeti me bisa question right.
Mr. Ola, good evening.
Good evening.
Pachon where?
Crystal Adumo, no, sorry.
Pacho, for the meantime, much in be much met Matawa say, Latin maybe say, lawyer and say, judge and say, yeah, your man be broha, especially a certificate, no going original, no, and original so a boo attend this idea. I think say, I was say appeal near Echo, near Cohe. Sibia a bit me a boy, a pin bit me a boy. And see, they met me a kind of sorry. No, go sure. So, not Sima, na, who did a tire mammachi, Mamma Musasabi, and your man Kwan, your command, a man Soko, every man na. Your attempt, attend, mamma, so, me meet me a kind of say, attend ye, Emra mamma no. A case, Mister, because Esana, a bear fatigue na daching, a boo how him say, and Niaji or Bussy or young. And I'm a former and a memano, Omubussy, Moniachi, a fake, yeah, just say. But General Daching, a beer not gonna wear one as once now.
The Bacho, sorry,
What's your name? Said the Abu Chapeka said marriage certificate in a fake, you know. My marriage certificate in a fake.
The attorney said, sans and their concept, because crucial ruling now, there's never a use of the word fake on any document. The only thing Judge can say, proceed here, quiet fast to leave documents, you know. And there's never internet mechanic or UTV or say yenya isenko for case fake what the fake document but bad because look what the fake document kokota a problem, a difficult problem for you. Why do you present fake document? You know, yeah, the call forensic now forensic for beches a faker a bit to grad watu. Jao more munimshi no more ekika fake which are paying account. Some artists were interview say a friend is saying I just say, Mammy say, wa be panacho, so I'll be pacho and sana, or Amana you couldn't be. And I'm say, Papa, are ruling will be and the lawyers now, mono moko and one kind trainer na because ruling no, judge no, I she and yet advice, and then ye be a direction, a yen she say, also mama and mammy, you know, a yukuna. It is said, Obi Kujina Mebika saying, nah, this will be Pamachawa. I don't get it. Now, listen to this part. Consequential orders, and yet direction, and then you plead. Consequential orders. In part, you said lawyer Joe, I'm sure he will explain what this brought for here. But or say the Ekona family of Pakoso and Insuta, Ashanti, represented by the head family of which are Penny Kofi Usu. The first defendant is hereby ordered to recognize the plaintiff, Akosua Sewa Fosu, and the second defendant, President Fori, to perform the widowed rite during the burial and funeral of the late Charles Kojo Fosu. Tisebusha penny MO being kind handing say court na sheno. No sabes this will be bepana chawa. You bet me at contempt. Ebia no him. Let's all call etia judge no out there so and it can cause a problem for them. So other forget more kikan can the omunim say will be representative fake documents now and omunim the omoka. Jam.
Okay. Mpacho me man Luciama obi abamuno. Mpacho Ghana for maba wane Maya no.
Obeti wa bi.
Mo fa saadi we. Me pa cho mo fa saadi we. Enya asuade e ma mo ho. Ene na mo sere. Ba ebedu akire no. Mo besu because mo ye na say
Ola and spirit ama or tin wo Kenya as one no. Sister, we want Kenya as a block.
Oh, good.
Wait.
I will check.
I didn't know. Oba ti wa dey. Oba present on what TV no so no.
Oba Jan.
Oba money flow ma. Meba eyata abra me platform. Eye platform. Sister bet be calm me down. Minimum da. Ola dia wato a land
Wato land.
I have not seen.
Ola to land.
Make it.
It in Bajo say, Bajo what you say, we all that part, right?
Me ba chama tia se baba me ba se me de manu sina me tu Ghana maya ne mrantie ne fo se ade na ye no me tu kwan me ba Europe 2003 2003 na me ba ye ne etimi di Ghana driving license drive wo Europe a yes me tu kwa France ya but ne
O se o ma twem oba
yeah had you omo ya twem because why didn't you twem ni say almost study mu say you driving enye you driving you nim rules and signs in be you nim and one say you gonna way fa kwase sorry say me cuz if I would me fuck on wa o ma me be fuck on and one na o kaka e time so mo de say so bani bi wuro mo abutare mo sa
Enipa egu kro manya mponchi ni nyan wa bo muso aben. So what you say? Aben na e ma ya so.
Eno, o study ni be say. O bar ma no se ni pa do so. Na mo mrem. Eno, o study mu ni be bre wo ye hu. Mawie o ba so ba mayi mu. Ena ma mo stop eni ma be bre e wo ye hu. O anya ntum bi mu. Mo ye free system no ba meka ama ya tiase se sane ma na ye no se judgment no se ya appeal na se Mr. Wallace omu reject maame no enema I think se eba ha ye marriage certificate in that bi because mun kan wo se European no it's o maka omo bo mu ye ba ko ewi o maka mum it is a French for reject Ghana for marriage certificate can we say Germany for also reject Spain for reject Obia reject ebe hadwen dachi etimomi dachi ho until yes we did no jabi or dachi we se kombeba it's mo anwene no se mama sawade se bi oja kwa no mfie ko nanim akopodum na no nante na me anom no a yenim da o yambe fen but you say obokole nim bebre
amen
but se mo yes hade na se etefa so a mo ba kire mo bi mo abrochira meti ano me pese obi kwa ba ka mo bi ma ayema e se mo ba mo ba kire mo nti pa mo chowo mo fe nyansa na mo nwene na mo kan books na mo ma
na I give to Ola Mr. 40.9k da woba nya botse me get to go yeso get that one sinya me stra mo wati my am na ye fe
na me ba cho gifters na na chere say me dey
Manuel
aya be kire wo eyeska be kire wo wa Ola o currency entina aya kwenzo
Ola obi bisa say on say
good am
about me Manuel Manuel city me see from na obi aba me network ni bad mfia
very bad
thank you
mon give to before ako Ola
mo give to the obi nto goat Ubinto goat mama
o tada de wa bi
aponche
Mesola mi pacho I know what try about your platform you so why
because
na say ya me who say oba ha say ya you cancel a thing obi behaving in home into me pacho. I attire right.
And then the tree ne bro for the cratical.
What to tell the case? Mamu hamu.
Okay, number one. Tell say Mukrumu Anna menta ma TikTok so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say I don't know. I think so my TikTok my boss and my barber shade the Nkofo Eka. Then I just go off. But when you have a live session, you just let me. Bet you am akoto. Let me then me do fear because if you are me Murphy into like and then mutina me rush by 9:30. You know, I wanted to be here by 9 so that I can join. But a friend afina me no be here final discussion be already. It's more fun to me. Anytime there's like just let me. I'll come. Why?
Yeah, they are sure to do.
Yeah, that's it.
Mami.
Oba o de
Oh,
there be me question o. Once a repeat comment section.
Yes, madam. Obi abenya chance abasro why mama obati wa oh oba kasa
mama me kasa yin aka miem adena
ene mani die ma kasa ni why
makohwe petata krem enwu se olatiwe obeye interview bi Friday na mpese bisa no ho asem ena mo de me Beyond investigation, no. Ola, I was a only great time for interview Friday and Arambo.
No credit road.
Sa interview, no. Gana niya oba message sa interview, no. Wa ojejileje.
Say great time for our body mama. Mami say wow.
Yeah.
Na me say enyum no. Me say jeji hunu ehunwo. Jeji no kakra wo muntino. The ampoye Saturday nina. Jeji no so see.
I say Saturday yeah.
Awo okuye Saturday nina ubu atenfo sa ona me. And a baby as I says and where dear you the trouble no.
I entry I dear walk out to phone and say judges amoye and for a be amoye interconnected. It is so long as he say ye call appeal
point of interconnected messages.
Oh, like amuni ni mwamuhu. Omo baby omo sheshia ebi omo ye mates ebi ewo fa so no bi manom
go be that which station at the interview about this I was that team illegal wife Jacobo team legal husband Sifuechi Adam
as say your team legal husband so
yeah your team legal husband who can
yeah tell me say Bema bia unity mama emano. You don't deserve to be quiet, man. That's all. Unity mama you are not.
Na papa me say Matthew osab missions ebibre. Idea na encourage you and I say idea na unwe. Idea na wote ya uchusu maame se wa se ube follow maame se wa
me best say
ado yes is obi
say be untimi obi ntimi de bia me busa bewe konfo boni bia no wa try yare for ma konfo ba beto na yeyi ni musa
yeah
even if you think nipa boni ni kra na so long as we try yare for ama wengu no wa ba beto no it means nipa no wa no so aye na afam de it won't me make say latter day saints for NGN munyam na wo mu a omo edua mane fefeye no eye efe no omo mum de ye mo tungu I can't sit with that it won't sit well with me And like I've explained, me has been through a similar thing where Bema Bijano or not or no one share for a very long time.
Yeah.
But only the end, unfortunately, Bema Nijano. Okay, so you see, Bema no kuye, and you say, Bapeni, Mina Mameshan, you know.
Nanga. Leah.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I try baby, I struggle, survive the you know. Miss Ambo can go see.
Yeah, and yeah, she papa no.
But you see, about you, I did I will say this 2 years, me say, Michelle no maybe a coswa. Yeah, she ruling down my many dear bano. Say, member of me smart, no. They can take advantage of some part of the rulings.
Yes.
And do things differently.
Ma'am, Sabi,
really, we know. I may have a better as I say, a bear crank can you about 1 day.
Sir.
On an engineer. On an enwo.
In a bunuquasia.
Do peso ye be a nonny. So long as I live back with me, you be because Obano Kunu, and I'm more worried. Where is the respect in that? I don't get it. But she says it's also admissible. You meet me up and so more. A free 6 months after 6 months, so when you know banity. Na me you know say nene videos of me who am mabia. I see be man na for 9 years, it be 5 years, 7 years. Or then wo ba be man na ko wari ni pa from. Then it means these people some them man in court. But they don't know because based on this law or this ruling, they can take all these men to court. Because no more worry. But what you are saying? So really we know it is something I've also you be any able to know shimmy. Na say high court really are there, lower courts no. Omuna at the same time say Obiwo University on a trade or obetimi a trade or secondary school are there. It is a high court here university. So who could the case be a year related to WCB? Ewo secondary school ye be use this ruling ye e dey this our case na ma etina me so obi kan wa earlier on say e ma obi e ma na ni nje say akosi e na akwatia maame akosua but dwene kokan e betimi affect o baby especially if also so koto bibi anwehia bi mu sei na se bi bema bi ebu kwasia now the also sabi umpe se ubugu na nmase humanity me manity na mete ho na be mai koso na obu kwase na so dey call afi wo dey call court now they call lower court. They will look at this ruling depending on which judge sit on it or betimi making inferences from this ruling to rule that case. That's what it means. Tantina ruling be say by na judge lawyers for no me very particular about it. Ye we Saturday nyame anim a friend saying Supreme Court judges previously be what you call CJs.
Yeah.
They have sent message through people to be given to me.
Wow.
They don't agree with the ruling. They don't agree with the ruling. They have problems with it. And they were asking, say, lawyer, I could point to the right problems. How is it that some other people don't see it? It's possible. But I think say the speed they are not person or the are there no. I affect a case, you know. I affect a case, you know. Say or they are didn't say I made born about oh I had one mean say yet me the case in 10 terms because Asamoah similar case 85 years. The lawyer near Madam for 85 years as an area case, you know. Asamoah case na then also the year say na worry dada and one country no. And no na worry. It will opeso jai. But mind you, ni di card in courts. By honor share in here for now. Na omu di asem no. Sana obana enu obi aye Italy aware nkrata eda. Yanumpo no ba na ntimi anya Italian document no, but wan kotwa sa aware nim. Oni be ma no so anada. Asamoja ji tumu wo court say, o shi oba na oba na is virgin. Ono na di virginizing, ono anu masem okoka no court no. But ye eye den oba wa ware dada. Na wo di aba say wo ne na ware ani ntimi nyina because no ware dada no. Sa oba no so na wo breaking the virginity. Nene na ware na ya ware ben. Judge ni kire mu say so long as say aware no won krata so na wa hankotwa mu whether say woni ne dada woni na anada wo woni ne try woni ne na antena wo wa ware ye do marriage certificate aba mo ware wotema asamoja lawyer akopa aba ene wonya pictures a wotu a wo sensan wedding na wo ye wo pictures wo de ni nyina aba na wasane asamojina babe wa bra wa nkogu sa aware no pacho muntie ni o judge need judge this case based on documents,
yes,
evidence. This is it. O marriage certificate ni pictures we pictures we tamana utwetwa o ye hwa sense na utwae but misachrim oba no ne be ma na anada o oni na antena da a marriage of convenience. But judge need to say aware.
Wow.
Then the master moja really in the case no. So judge ni say na so aware dada. Ene won't mean en worry dim. It only as moja 13 years of marriage in Mashiegu enya aware.
Yeah.
No or to say aware ni gui. Eti no ba no man no ba ni pay nyina no we nya fi say na wonya ne yere. O da no. It is a metis a man focus na aware no na no oba ne eja be man ho na be man tini baby no oba ne tini baby and I'm like baby o sen krata mu no da so ye na yiro ti be man no pass nko so okoja no te won pa okoja no but abro ne be ye nti what keep on hold and wo ne nketwa den so nam